Raising your self-confidence will help you in practically every area of life. Raising your self-confidence gets you to take action. It gets you to do things that pushes you outside your comfort zone to get a better and a higher quality result. And in this episode, I want to give you a 3-step process that you can use to raise your self-confidence to unstoppable levels. So let's get right to it. I recently had a guest on my show named Jacob Craig, who talked all about confidence, how you can create confidence, how you can use it, and how you can strengthen it over time. And he actually has a formula for how you can create unstoppable self-confidence in your life. And I want to show you the formula because I found it mind-blowing, and it's something that you can start using immediately in your life. So check it out. Jacob created a 3-step process called doing the reps. And I want to break down each of these simple steps for you so you can use them in your own life to create more confidence. More confidence that will help you in your relationships, it will help you in your finances, your emotions, and practically every single area of life. The first step in this process is to reflect. The R stands for reflection. And this means becoming very clear on what area of your life you want to be more confident in. Do you want to be more confident with your body, the way that you look or the way that you feel? Do you want to be more confident with your finances to eliminate debt or to earn more money? Do you want to be more confident in social settings, around new people and around a friend circle or while you're networking or whatever it might be? The first step is deciding what area of life do you want to be more confident in. Clarity is power. The more specific you can be, the better. And Jacob actually has a ritual where he writes down every single day the area of life he wants to improve with his confidence. Now, personally, I have a morning ritual that I use, which I'll link to right up here for you. It's a gratitude ritual where in my gratitude journal every single morning I'll reflect on my progress. I'll reflect on what I'm grateful for. And I will set a plan ahead of time to be more confident in a specific area. And I'll even visualize what it is I want to get done that day as if it has already been achieved with a magnificent outcome. You know, your mind and your brain, it can't tell the difference between what is real and what you've imagined and visualized. So tell your brain, tell your theater of imagination exactly what it is that you want to achieve ahead of time, and your body and your actions will follow suit. The first step is reflection. Now that you've created a plan and you've reflected on what area of your life you want to become more confident in, now that you have clarity, the next step is to educate yourself on what strategies and tactics you can use in that exact situation. When I first joined the world of sales when I was 18 years old, I didn't know how to sell. I didn't know how to talk to people and influence them to take a specific action. I didn't know how to do any of those things. But within the next few years, I was top in sales for the entire state of New York. And it wasn't because I got lucky. It wasn't because I just had a natural knack and gift for sales and talking to people. It's because I picked up books on sales. I spoke with people who were better than me at sales. And through education, through conscious learning and development and self-improvement, I became more confident in my ability to sell. It's the same thing when it comes to my body and releasing weight from my body. When I was overweight and I started working out at the gym, I didn't know what I was doing. I had no education. But my plan was I wanted to weigh 190 pounds. I wanted to look good. I wanted to be happy when I looked at myself in the mirror. I had a plan. I reflected. And then I had a friend who just happened to reappear in my life. And he offered me to come to the gym with him, and I did. Thank God, because it helped me to release over 60 pounds from my body within the next 6 months. But he helped me especially with learning what to do at the gym and how to work out and how to lift weights and what workout routine I should follow to get the result that I wanted. Don't just wing it. Don't just try a bunch of different things. Success leaves clues. Model what works. Look at somebody who has the body that you want, or the finances that you want, or the specific air of confidence about them that you want to possess yourself. And talk to them. Ask them, How did you get to this point, right? Get their story. Educate yourself on what it's going to take in order to get the result that you want to get. But you can't educate yourself on something if you don't know where to start. And that's why reflection comes first. And then education will help you learn the strategies and the tactics to use to make it a reality. Once you reflect and you have a plan, and now that you've educated yourself on what you can actually do and how you can take action, now it's time to do. Now it's time to get in the trenches, get your boots wet, and it's time to practice. It's time to take everything that you've learned so far and put it to use. Once I started selling at a high level, I started to train salespeople. And let me tell you, a lot of the training I did was public speaking. It was getting in front of a room of people and talking with them and influencing them to help them to make more money and sell more things. And I sucked at the beginning. I was nervous. I would get all sweaty. My hands would get sweaty. I would visibly shake, and every other word that came out of my mouth was I didn't know how to talk to people, right? The first time I started to practice, it was very awkward. But that uncomfort, that situation that made me feel out of place, that's what helped me to grow the most. You have to take what you've learned and you have to start practicing. You can learn, go to class after class, read book after book, but if you don't start to use what you're learning, you're never going to improve, because the number one way you get better, the number one way you will improve and raise your self-confidence is by doing the thing that makes you uncomfortable in the first place. You have to get in the trenches and take massive action. Even if you mess up, even if you look dumb, you don't become great until you're uncomfortable first. Discomfort comes before greatness. Only once you're uncomfortable enough will you get better. And then the key is to continue to be uncomfortable. Because when you are uncomfortable, that's the moment that you grow the most. So practice, practice, practice. If you're uncomfortable and you lack confidence in social situations, put yourself in more social situations. If you are uncomfortable when you go to the gym because you have no confidence with your body, go to the gym more. Get around more people. Force yourself into those situations, because that's how you grow. And the fact that you're on this video tells me one thing: you do difficult things. I'll repeat that. You do difficult things. And you've got to find people in your circle, your friend circle, your environment, who also does difficult things, because you're a product of the people that you spend the most time around. So get to the gym, get around people. Start learning about how to eliminate your debt and put it to practice and start doing it. Whatever area of life you want to raise your self-confidence in, apply this 3-step process. And once you do, it leads you to the final step, which is success. Now that you've reflected and created a plan, now that you've educated yourself, and now that you have the strategies and the knowledge necessary to practice and get better and get yourself uncomfortable, you have successfully raised your self-confidence. And the thing about life is it's a journey, right? You're going to get more confident in this every single day if you follow this simple 3-step routine. Reflect, educate, practice. Reflect, educate, practice. It's like going to the gym. When you're releasing weight or building muscle, do you go to the gym once? No. You go, you leave, you're sore the next day, you might wait a day, but then you go back and you go back and you go back. And what happens when you stop going to the gym? After a month, you lose that muscle. After 2 months, you're right back to where you started. You have to continuously do and go back and go back. And this is what separates the 1% who do from the 99% who say they will. You're the 1%. Put in the reps. Get better every single day. And in order to educate yourself and in order to put your self-confidence into action and practice it, the first link in the description below will have a copy of my digital book, Be Extraordinary, Your Guide to Self-Mastery. When you click that link, I'll send you a free copy of the book. It's going to have strategies that you can use in the 5 key areas of life to make progress immediately with your emotions and your physical body and your finances and your relationships and all those different things, including your spirituality. Click the link below, start putting them into practice, and it's only a matter of time until your self-confidence is sky high. I believe in you. And until we talk again next time, continue to be better.